after taking 7 consecutive losses in a row on my FTMO funded challenge account, I was still able to make back $500 on this same account. And here is how I did it, and here are some of the lessons I want you to learn from this. As a trader, you're not trying to avoid these losses, but rather you're trying to learn from them. After the 7 consecutive losses, I was able to spot out my mistakes by going back to my journal. I found that I wasn't placing my stop loss properly. I was not entering at the proper place. I wasn't aiming for the right risk to reward. The price will, after going to profit, price will totally reverse back at me. And also, I wasn't following my plan to the T, or I wasn't setting and forgetting. So at the end of the day, you don't try to avoid the losses, but you try to learn from them, so that each and every day you go back into the market, you're trying to improve on those mistakes and try not to repeat those mistakes again. So the second part of this is that you have to take responsibility of your outcome of your trade. Taking responsibility of this outcome does not necessarily mean you have to go back into the chart to look for more chart analytics that you will have to learn in order to avoid these losses or to make more money. Taking responsibility simply means taking responsibility that, okay, this is as a result of a human problem, and I'm going to take responsibility that next time I come into the chart, I'm not going to try to make the same mistake again. And thirdly, you have to build this consistency mindset that you're showing up every day in the market to do what? To actually let the market unfold, print informations, and you take these informations, the one that present themselves as an opportunity, you're risking a minimum of risk that you're willing and able to accept for your edge to actually play out. And after the outcome of the trade, you're journaling and taking responsibility and learning from them regardless of the outcome. And then fourthly, this popular opinion of mine is that as a beginner forex trader, you have to try to build this set and forget mentality, that every time you place your trade, you're not watching them. Because once you're watching yourself as a beginner trader and you're watching your trade, it's going to make you to do the same exact thing that you're trying to avoid in the first place. I suffered from it, I'm still working on it, and which is something that have cost me most of the money that I've lost so far. That sometimes that you might be right in your analysis and you might be right in taking your setup, but seeing yourself in a drawdown, you can't even take it. The next thing, you're exiting the trade, and at the end of the day, the trades are going to be a winner. And lastly of is that you have to build this long-term mentality, because everything you have to do in order to be successful in everything you have to do, you have to work on here, which is the mindset. Know that this is a long-term and not a sprint, that trading is a marathon and not a sprint. The lifestyle you envision out there is possible, but you have to start at each stage. You can't jump it, okay? You have to start from losing a lot to actually losing a little, from losing a little to break even, from break even to making a little, from making a little to actually making this fucking money you actually envision.